All right, we are right at 11:30 here on the East Coast, so I'll go ahead and kick this off. Thank you for everyone joining us. Thank you for anyone tuning into the replay. We have 30 minutes scheduled, but we're going to try to keep this tight between 20 and 25 minutes if possible. We'll see where questions come in. I'm Mike Solitro. I am the founder of AccomplishedRE. Today, we're going to be talking about Volume 1, our first principle that we talk about with all of our clients, our mission, our vision, basically what we do, why our core dream clients should care. This is one of the slides I love using in a lot of my presentations because it is really important to talk about. My relationship with real estate. I love working in real estate. It's opened a lot of doors for me. It's given me the ability to do some really cool stuff. But I hate that I found so many of our businesses, and mine for a time was tied to the market. If the market's up, business is good. If the market is down or not performing, my business might not be doing as well. Interest rates might be high. Inventory might be low. Might be a seasonal business. So being able to not tie our business to a market is really important. I hate that it happens to so many of us, but I love working in real estate. So how today works. Today's recording confidential and private. It is being recorded, but none of your information is being captured, shared, or anything like that. So if you have comments, questions, if you have the Q&A, that all comes directly to me. I try to check it as frequently as possible. I'm self-admittedly not very great at that. So I will do my best to check over on that screen. But if you message me, I will get back to you one way or another. And the recording is available as well. So our outcomes, really what we're looking for in any of the principles that we talk about are three areas. We want to be able to control when we work, how we work, what our calendar looks like, work when is designated for work, work with the clients we want to work with and the markets, the geographies, the certain specific buyer seller that we want to work with, and then to have dependable and predictable outcomes, income every month. If I do X, I can expect Y. It doesn't mean it's going to be the same each month because some of us do work in seasonal environments or in markets that do fluctuate, but we can be able to forecast based on prior performance and based on market expectation. So what does that not mean? So you may have heard some of these things or even said some of these things yourself. I work all the time, harder than ever. I still make a consistent paycheck. I don't know what I'm going to make. I show the same amount of houses. I have the same amount of listings, but I don't make the same. Why not? We want to alleviate that. I'm always working, have no control over my schedule. I'm sitting down at dinner with my family. I'm supposed to go on a date. I'm supposed to just watch a movie. My phone rings. I have to pick it up because I don't have the business in place or don't have the backups, whatever the support that to take that call, or my clients are expecting to be available 24/7. If that's not realistic, we're going to talk about things, how to build a business to avoid that. My clients are so hard to find, work with, make, or keep happy. Generally, that's one of the three things. I can't find enough clients, or I have enough clients and they don't want to work with, or I found enough clients and when we're working together, I can't always seem to keep them happy. Something happens where I'm dropping the ball, I'm not being proactive enough, or their expectations are not aligned with what I'm doing, or in the middle there. I have people that are interested in working with me. They talk to me and they don't want to work with me. What am I doing wrong in that conversation? So setting up what we talk about today will help alleviate a lot of those things. Or I'm always stressed out. I always have to work. I'm always stressed. I'm always worried about what's happening today, tomorrow, where my next client's coming from, and so forth. And we talked about the market determines the success of my business. We want to de-tie or unhook those things when possible. We've got a business that we can describe as market proof, or it can fluctuate and work well in any market. So 3 questions I want you to think about as we go through this material. What problem do I have that I can solve today? What are we talking about today that I can put into my business that will make tomorrow better, make my business better, make improvements immediately? Who is this for? This is for it's geared toward real estate agents, teams, brokerages, but really it can apply to most small businesses. And these fundamentals can be used in most businesses in general. But for real estate businesses, how can I set up the foundation for my business to provide a better service to my clients, provide a better experience for my team, my coworkers, my colleagues, so forth? And why am I presenting this workshop? So just briefly, my journey. I started in real estate almost 20 years ago by accident. Showed up at day one. There's a stack of papers and a telephone. I joke that, I'm old, but there should have been a computer. There should have been the internet. But no, I was just calling people who owned, managed, invested in real estate and having conversations about their interest in those properties. I didn't know anything, so they were not interested in talking to me. And even though I wasn't selling them anything, I realized we all have some degree of sales in our business. And really what we all are problem solvers. So in talking with these people, I realized I had information because I was talking to real estate folks in their geographic market all of the time. And even though I wasn't selling them anything, I had information that they wanted. So I could have an information exchange. So building on that experience, I've had roles in corporate legal, some continuous improvement, and really that's what ties all of this together. I'm an attorney and a broker associate by trade here in Massachusetts, so I see all sides of a transaction. And that continuous improvement piece is we do our absolute best today with the understanding we can get better tomorrow, and how can we get there? And that was the idea in finding AccomplishedRE, which is my coaching consulting business. So I view all three of those as part of my business, and I view them entrepreneurially as they all work together in ways to provide a better client experience for all the clients that I work with. And that's what I hope to do, is cultivate and leverage multiple revenue sources. So that's one way that I can combat a changing market. So if you're thinking, well, that's great, you're an attorney, you have your own consulting business, I can't do those things. How is this going to work out for me? I'm not asking to do those things, so don't worry about that. What I'm doing is, what I want you to do though, is think of your business, your real estate practice, as your business, your entrepreneurial venture, that your business is you. How can you tie it? How can you provide multiple ways to make income come in, different income streams, whether it's work with different clients, different times, offering different services, so forth, ways that you can combat a changing or evolving market. So goals for today, we're going to talk about time and financial freedom. We want to be able to work when we want, with who we want, with whom we want, and then the financial piece. Can we have predictable outcomes each and every month? Market proof our business. We want to increase the profitability. That may not mean bringing more money in. It might mean working less. It might mean doing things more effectively, more efficiently. Getting off of what I like to call the transaction treadmill. That's where we have a client, we service the client with a list, listing their properties, a buyer, helping them get to the closing table, closing the property, and then look for a new client. We want to be doing three things at all times. We want to be looking for new clients, generating leads, converting those leads from leads to clients, and then once we have those clients, taking the clients from beginning to end. So we're doing all of those things at once. That's not today's topic, but that's how we want to think about things like that. We want to simplify and scale our business most of the time because we want to grow, scale, or get out of it. We talked about thinking of our job no longer as our real estate job. It's our own profitable business, improving and ever getting better. And then on top of what we can put into place today, what can we be doing? What do we want to be doing 1 year from now? And how can we take that first step forward? So approach and expectations. We're going to talk strategy and logistics. Strategy, kind of big, fluffy ways to do things, or the large target that we're looking for. The logistics, more of the how-to, the to-dos, what we can put into place immediately. You need both those things. So we try to balance that out. As you can see, low production value, but I believe the information is really high value and can be implemented into most businesses and should be tailored for your specific situation, that there's not a one size fits all. It's accessible, so share this out, please. If you want the recording, let me know. Same with the not one size fits all. I strongly believe in a way versus the way. Anybody who says this is the blueprint, this is the only way, I really take a disagreement with that. I don't think that's right at all. Because even if there's somebody in your market who's selling 10 times what you're selling, if you do the exact same thing they're doing, you're probably not going to repeat or recreate their production levels, because the circumstances that you face are different. They might have a different network than you. Their time may be better. They might have more resources than you. They might be luckier than you. They might have different timing. They might have a combination of all those things. So because your specific circumstances are different than everyone else's, we want to think of the strategy piece today as frameworks or a rough blueprint, a way that it can be done. And then you tailor it specifically for your business, your circumstance. So think of your circumstances, how you can make it work. And then the strategy framework, we talk about how can we make systems in place into your business. Nobody likes talking systems and process, but it's a foundational piece for any strong real estate or small business, really. One last thing. Education, webinars like this are great, but let's put them into our actual business, execute on what we're talking about. So this is a slide from the bigger digital course where this material is from, kind of how everything is broken out. There's 5 principles in that course. Today, we're going to focus on just one. We're going to talk best practices and then resources to support that. So what we're going to talk about one is the first principle, mission and vision. And there's a quote here that I like. It's the person does not know where he wants to go, there's no favorable win. So understanding where we want to go, how we want to get there, and where our business is built, where it is, and then how it is going to help ourselves, our clients, our team, everybody that we work with. The three areas that we want to think about constantly as we talk about anything today is you are the business, especially if you are a solo agent, your clients, the people that you work with, and then the goals, understanding if you are hitting the targets you want, if you are reaching the outcomes that your business strives for, hopes to deliver an exceptional client experience. So that's the starting point, that we want to work with our core clients, our dream clients, the people that we want to call us, email us, text us, walk in the front door and do business with us. How can we turn them from leads to these repeat clients, referral clients, people that can't stop raving about what we do? How do we deliver that awesome client experience each and every time? So we talked about AccomplishedRE. Let's kind of skip over that. We work with agents on building a better business, that we partner with them so we can simplify and then scale their businesses, help them grow, help them get to where they want to do. We do that by helping them figure out who their core clients are and then smashing that client experience every time. The business is found on 5 values. This is our starting point. I thought that in any realm that I work in, when I have the ability to figure out who I want to work with, these 5 values are of most importance. Collaboration. We need to be able to work together, understand that we are in the boat and together, rowing the same direction, going together wherever we go forward. Accountability. If something is said that I want to get it done by Thursday at noon, it's done Thursday by noon, or you're going to hear from me beforehand. I'm going to let you know why that's no longer the case, why that's not a possibility, and give you a backup plan, or maybe it's be ready beforehand, maybe a little after, and there's always be a accountability piece. Same with drive, hard work and everything that we do. Understand that hard work does not mean that you're necessarily going to have success, but you can't have that success without the hard work piece. Excellence, that I'm going to give the best, the highest level of effort to everything that we do, and then trust. When we work together, we have complete trust in each other. We're working together. We partner. That's a big piece of our mission, is that we are partner with our clients, that we, looking back at the collaboration piece, that we look at it as we are an extension of your business. So it's not just, hey, put this into place. We are untied from the results. You're going to drive the results in your business, but we partner with you to help you get them. So those are the 5 values that drive our mission and vision. So this is the big slide that kind of will be the starting point for anything that we talk about, our mission statement and our vision. I should just take a step back here. And there's all of these flowery terms that we hear when it comes to mission statement, vision, value proposition, unique selling proposition, all these things. I'm not as big on this needs to have this, or this is named this, so this is how. We want to think about it in terms of us, our business, our clients, who we want to work with, and then our goals, to make sure that we are communicating we want to communicate, that we are working with who we want to work with, and we're delivering those client experiences. Whatever you want to call them, it's fine. This is what your mission statement ultimately should do. And what's in red is kind of where you fill in. So what you do, provide real estate services by working with you, helping buyers or sellers, helping buyers in this market, helping luxury property owners sell their property, helping owners of multifamily properties lease out their units. Whatever it is, what we do, how we do it, for who your target customer is, who your core client is, and to ultimately value that you provide, why they want to work with you, what they're getting out of it. So what this formula can do is really good at saying, here's what we do and here's how we do it. What it doesn't necessarily do is tell your clients why you do it, why it's important, why they should care, and why they are a good fit for you, the core client that you work with, the target that makes sense. So that's what you want to tie together, is can you get that why through the what, how, and the value you provide. So this is a good starting point. If you don't have a mission statement, this should be front and center in your office, at your desk. Anybody who works with you says, here's what we do, here's who we do it with, here is the value that we provide, the why. So if you're not going to spell it out for them, can they figure out what the whys behind that is? Why you do what you do, why they should work with you, and why you are their only option when they are looking to buy a property, sell a property, and so forth. So kind of just working down that scale. The mission statement says what we do. You see different levels of mission statements out there. What we do, we provide great customer service. Okay, well, how do we do that? We provide great customer service by showing up on time every time. Okay, we provide great customer service by showing up every time because we treat our clients like they're our own family. It's not a great why necessarily, but it gets through. So we want to be able to either state directly or make it clear why the reason for our business, why it exists, and ultimately why our dream, our core, our target, ideal, whatever you want to call those clients, your customers, why they should care, why they should only think of you. One of the real estate statistics that scared me when I started was that the average person knows between 10 and 11 real estate agents. So that's a lot of competition. So even if you are the best of them, best of that 10 or 11, that person who's you're looking to get in front of, they know 9, 10 other people who do the same thing you do. How are they going to remember you? How are you going to stay top of mind? The first part of that is having a mission that continually shows, hey, you are my core client. Here's what I do for my core clients. Here's what you can expect. And here's why it's a good fit. Here's why I do what I do. And here's why you need to remember me. That's the whole point of a mission and vision. So these are a couple sample mission statements. I will leave out whether I think they're good, great, whatever, but they are big companies that whether or not you like them, whether or not you support what they do, you're probably familiar, if not doing business with both of them. The first one's a little long, maybe unclear what they do. The second one, who could that be? So clicking on just showing top one American Express, it's my credit card. Why is this important? So make your own determination if this kind of fits what American Express provides, or think about how they try to differentiate from other credit card providers. They don't just look at themselves as a credit card company. They look at it as providing this service to their clients. And then Amazon, Earth's most customer-centric company. So I know Amazon can bring strong feelings one way or another, but they have always kept their customer front and center in everything they do. And that's been apparent. So whether or not you think of them, these are their mission statements. This is where their starting point. This is the foundation of their business. What is your mission? What does your team think you do? What do you do? How do you communicate that to your clients? So this is the mission for my business, AccomplishedRE. Big things I want to put across there is that we partner with real estate leaders and entrepreneurial agents to help them get the results they want. I don't have a clear why in mind. My why is twofold. One, I want agents to run the best businesses that they can, and I want them to provide the best client experience they can. So I can improve this mission statement by saying those things. The reason why I want that is being at the closing table so many times and seeing that frustrated seller, that frustrated buyer saying, I was hoping for a better client experience. It didn't work out. I had no idea what was going on. I get phone calls day of saying we had to do this, we do that. It was a fire drill all the time. And it was just a really hard experience. I didn't think we'd get here. So stressful. I don't think I can ever work with this agent again. Later in the day, I'd hand a check to the agent that worked with this client as a closing attorney, and they would say, my clients love working with me. They have the best experience. We stay together and do business together all the time. And I just think, do you have any idea what they just told me at the closing table in there, or earlier today? They didn't get the same experience that do you think you're delivering them? So that's where the foundation of my business is. We partner. We work specifically with real estate individuals who value delivering that client experience because they want to take the stress out of the transaction. So the general difference between your mission and your vision. So your mission statement, as we've talked about, is the foundation for your business. It communicates to your core client what you do, how you do it, why they want to work with you ultimately. The vision is the kind of bigger picture there. This is how you communicate it to your team. The mission is what ties us all together. Here's how we see us accomplishing that mission. And here is the ways that we do it. We want the mission to be front and center of everything we do. How do we accomplish those things? What can we think of? So our vision here is just, I won't read it, is just an extension of our mission. So our team knows this is why we come to work every day. This is who we work with. This is the outcomes we're hoping to achieve. The vision, how do we put those things together? So really the big thing that we add in here is how we do that. And that is by focusing on warm leads, people who know who we are, people who are familiar with our business model, because they're our core target market clients. And we want to pair them with exceptional results. We want to make them happy, have a simplified process, have better outcomes. So that is the big piece in 20-ish minutes of what we're looking to talk about today. So mission and vision is that first principle. These are the 5. I hope to go over these in coming weeks. This is the principles that we guide our clients through. Without getting mission and vision correct, the others are not important. So big things to take away from today. Have a statement that is clear what you do, how you do it, why it's valuable, and then ultimately why. Why do your clients care? Why should they call you? And why do you do what you do? That's what your mission should accomplish. So you've got that slide that kind of lays through. We do this by doing this for your benefit. So make sure that's clear. Make sure that's easy to understand. And your core clients say, hey, they're talking to me. I have a home in this market. I want to sell a home. I want to call Jim Smith because he helped my neighbor sell his home. And my neighbor can't stop talking about what an amazing experience it is. The vision there then goes forward. What happens when we actually work together? How does my processor think of my business when we work together? I've got a listing agent on my team, or I've got somebody who's looking to book appointments for me. Do they know why we do what we do? Do they have the same vision I do? Again, same value proposition, values, unique selling proposition, whatever you want to call it. But your mission, talking to your core client, your vision, how you run your business, is everybody who you work with, your partners, colleagues, do they have that same viewpoint? And how can we get them working together? So best practices just from the course, understand who your core clients are, talk to them all the time, get feedback from them. Understand, is the experience what you hope it was? If not, what can you put in place? Visuals. So this goes into place with keeping it front and center for everybody, as well as the goal setting. I really don't like the acronym SMART for goals, but it is the best starting point to understand how to make sure we're doing these things. Make your goals specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time bound. It's the 5R. You don't need all those, obviously, but it's a good way to kind of think of things. This is what I'm hoping to reach. Am I reaching them? If not, what can I do differently? The other strategy that I'll use is a little bit better than SMART, I feel, is prepare, plan, perform, review, repeat. 5 steps. So you've got all the information, you have a target, you have time bound where you want to see the results. Get the feedback from your clients. Are you delivering those results? Are you hitting your numbers? Are you getting the actual production that you anticipated? That's the build, break, rebuild. Build, break, rebuild, remodel. I've got things built. I've got goals, targets I want to hit. Am I hitting them? Yes, no. Am I getting there the way that I anticipated? How can I do this differently going forward? And always review them. It's okay that your mission is evolving. It should not change drastically, but if you're working with a different market, a different target, your service have changed, it's okay to change the mission and vision. Have that open communication line, that feedback both from clients and teammates. These are a bunch of resources that we have. The couple that I'll highlight, a ladle exercise, really good for this. What that stands for, just identifying things in your business. L, that you should limit. A, things you should automate. D, delegate. The second L is things, the first L, should have been love. The second L is the things you should eliminate and then eliminate. So what you love, what you should automate, what you should delegate, what you should limit, and then eliminate from your business. Check that every 3 months. Make sure that you're doing the things that you love, and the other things that fit in the other categories, they are managed appropriately. Same with the client persona and quarterly business assessment. Make sure that you are targeting, speaking to, marketing the proper clients for the service that you have that you want to work with. So the 3 questions that we had up front. What can I solve today? Hopefully something that we talked about, actionable, you can put to place. So do you have a mission statement? No. Okay. Build one, put it up, put it on the wall, put it on your screensaver, put it on, put it in your car, wherever you're seeing. This is what I do, how I do it, who I want to work with, and this is how I get it done. And this is why you should care, or this is why I do what I do. Who is this for? Hopefully, if you're in a real estate position of some sort, looking to get in or understand how the business works, this was helpful. And hopefully it was clear why I was presenting today. So as far as next steps, this is cool, not for me. You know someone, good, send it off. Please let them know, see this material, tell me what you thought about it. If this was good, but I don't have time right now to change anything in my business, I'm really busy. If that's the answer, that's a bad answer, because you'll always be busy. So take some time, work on your business. That's a big thing that we do with a lot of our clients, that yes, you have to execute on the tenets of your business, but work on the things that can improve the actual business. If you think that my business is great, my business doesn't need any changing, this can't help me, there's no place for improvement, unfortunately, you're probably right. There is no room for improvement. If you have the mindset that I can always improve, always get better, you're probably also right. So ways that I work with our clients, engagements and partnerships, a bunch of digital stuff, got a podcast, free digital resources and workshops like this. And then I like to have contacts kind of around the country, around the world. So for introductions and possible collaborations. So if any of that sounds good, for any of our other materials, scan the QR code here, check out the link. I appreciate you sticking around. I do not see any questions